Hello, my name is Ronnie Lyon. I'm a retired attorney and entrepreneur. I live in a little town, Celeste, that's about 30 miles from McKinney. I've lived there most of my life. In 2014, my wife and I moved to Boerne, Texas, in South Texas. We lived there until July 1 of 2022. During the short time span just prior to moving back, my wife and I went through a lot of loss and a lot of difficulties. We lost my wife's mother. We lost both my parents. We lost an uncle and an aunt who were very close to us. Lost my best friend. And we lost a mentor and former boss. And we lost my wife's 14-year-old dog who was very dear to us. During the same time period, we sold our business and our house in Boerne and we moved. Needless to say, we were very stressed and I was extremely depressed. After we moved back, we were working hard to get everything straightened out, and I started suffering from diarrhea 4 to 6 times a day, many days. And this caused me, I'd had hemorrhoids in the past, but they didn't cause me any issues, but the diarrhea caused me to start having bad hemorrhoid problems. It got worse and worse, and just going to church was a challenge. After we'd moved back, my wife began searching for a functional medicine doctor. She did a lot of research and she decided to see Dr. Donthu. She really liked Dr. Donthu and they began making good progress on my wife's problems. So that's how Dr. Donthu, we found out about her. My wife loved her. I was getting worse and miserable with my hemorrhoids. I had a colonoscopy in April of 2023, and I talked to my diarrhea had gotten really bad by that time, so I talked to the doctors there, and they just told me to take Imodium for the diarrhea, but I wanted to get to the root cause of it. It kept getting worse, and I talked to my regular doctor, who I was going to at the time, and they said, keep a food log, which I did, and my diarrhea didn't help. My wife kept encouraging me to go see Dr. Donthu, but I had insurance, and so I said, well, I'll keep going to the regular doctor. Finally, in June, I got to having anal itching very bad, along with the hemorrhoids, so I couldn't sleep. I couldn't leave the I couldn't leave the house some days, hardly at all, because my hemorrhoids hurt so bad. So finally, in September, I came to see Dr. Donthu. She was very encouraging, very good. She listened to me. She got an idea of what the problem was and said we needed to cure the underlying problems first. And so we started working on my diarrhea. She told me it was going to be a long process. It would take a while and it wouldn't get cured overnight, but she gave me assurances it would get better. My diarrhea began improving, but it's still a challenge. We had things, sometimes some supplements, I felt like maybe they were causing my diarrhea to get worse. And when I'd tell Dr. Donthu, she listened. She would take me off that, put me on something else. She was never defensive about anything. She was good about, we were going to get you well. And when I would tell her something, she listened. By January of 2024, my diarrhea had gotten a lot better and my mental health we were working on a lot of issues. And so it was very much better, but my hemorrhoids were still hurting me really bad, and the itching, I was unable to sleep at night. I was barely able to go to church. The way it was, but we kept working on it. And by May, Dr. Donthu thought that I was well enough that we got the root cause of the diarrhea enough to see a colon rectal doctor. I had always assumed I would have to have hemorrhoid surgery, which is horrible and painful, but the doctor looked at it, said my hemorrhoids had reduced enough, I didn't need surgery. I had a fissure, I had a fungal infection. He gave me medications for all of those, and in 2 weeks, I was pretty much well on my hemorrhoids, and I'd gotten my life back. I was not depressed anymore. Dr. Donthu had done that. Had I not gone to Dr. Donthu and just gone to a colorectal doctor right away, I'm sure I would have had surgery, that painful hemorrhoid surgery, and many times they come back. I've read if you don't, and the doctors have told me that if you don't cure the underlying problem, I would tell anybody, family, friends, anybody that if they have problems like this or any problems they need help with, they should see Dr. Donthu. She never makes you feel rushed. She makes you feel that you're important and she cares about you and wants to help you get better. She's very kind and patient, and she listens to you and what you need. I'd tell anyone thinking of using her services, they should do so. She's very knowledgeable and a good doctor. And like I said, she takes all the time necessary to solve your problems so you can heal your whole body. She takes a holistic approach, and most importantly, to me, is her listening to you and giving you encouragement. That's important too. So I would highly recommend Dr. Donthu. I know she was great for me.